Good morning. So I'm back with another ramble. So it dawned on me that I'm going through a season of being purged, and it started with me going through a phase of not wanting to wear jewelry. I have jewelry galore up there, but as of late, not only because it's getting warmer, but I noticed that every time I'm going through a season of being stripped, that's the first thing that fades. There's a physical reaction to not wanting to wear jewelry or feel it on my skin, but then it's like, I don't want this. I don't want it on me. I don't even want to look at it. That's what I go through. And then I notice, I'm like, okay, what's happening with you is that you're being purged. Spiritually, you're being purged. And it took for you to leave that job. And the reason why you're not getting hired is, not only are they not hiring right now, but you're going through a season to prepare you for what's next. So I'm comforted in that ultimately he has the final say, and he's the one that's leading me in the next season of my life. And I guess that's the whole reason of this documentation, right? Which is for me to be upfront and honest about what's happening. And this is for me to reflect back, because I know my trajectory has changed drastically, and it took for me to surrender and submit. And I laugh because I was fighting with God and myself for a very, very, very long time. So at the point where that nursing program had ended, I still stayed in a job that no longer aligned with where I was heading. Because in my head, I'm like, this doesn't make sense. That school needs to fix it, or I need to get in another program. Like, why is there so much resistance in this area? And it wasn't just that time. It was like, it's been a journey, a chunk of time for this chapter. So once I left the job, I found myself here in the wilderness, right? And I'm laughing because this isn't something that I'm not familiar with, and I have to sit with that. I have to sit with that. I'm not really uncomfortable with it, but I'm comforted knowing that he's with me through this season, and I gotta get purged before I walk into what's new, because like I said, the trajectory has changed completely. And once I'm really in it, and once I'm able to talk about it, I'll share with you. But just be comforted in knowing that he's with you, and he's always waiting on you. He's always waiting on you. I think about the pivot from working at that place from days to nights. And there was almost a season. There was a time where I was in my spirit, and even when I was talking with a friend, I was sharing with her what was going on. She was like, are you sure that you're even supposed to be there? Did you even seek God? That always sticks to me, because I'm like, years later, you see, yeah, that wasn't it. That altered and wasted time. That took up time. But in all of that, I learned a lot about myself. And I don't know, whatever I needed to get out of that while my time was there, we applied to the next season. But I just think life is funny. And now that I'm in this season of just sitting and really just having him, guide me and minister to me, and really just have me reflect on things, it's like I keep saying, it's like a hard reset has been done on me, to where I'm back to, or going back to who I was before all of this. And I'm really appreciative that I get the chance to do that, that he's allowing me to, even have the opportunity to pivot. Like, I could complain, like, oh my God, I wasted so much time, but no, like, you have the opportunity to pivot, and he's allowing you to be transformed, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Do the word. Yeah, so I'm documenting this just for myself, of course, like, to be encouraged throughout this, and to see what comes out of all of this, right? Because a journey is a journey, and like, we never stop evolving unless you really interrupt that process and don't allow yourself to evolve. But he's with you. All you have to do is surrender and stop trying to control everything, because that was my issue too, and that's why I wasted so much time, because it had to be that way. It didn't make sense why nothing panned out how I desired for it. I did everything, and I could have did stuff better. Like, honestly, if I would have did stuff better, who knows, maybe it would have worked out. But there was so much resistance. My spirit wasn't settled in any of it from the beginning to the end. Like, that was the most stressful time for me. And I was fighting with myself. There was no peace in any of that. So when I finally, which was yesterday, I walked home and I was eating a bag of chips. And I sat back when I got home and I was like, that simple thing right there, that shows me how much you evolved. Because you would have never did that years ago. You're too preoccupied with everything going around you. But now you have so much peace within yourself that even opening a bag of chips while walking home was not a big deal to you. So for one person, oh, that's nothing. But to me, because I know myself, I know how I operate, that was a big thing. So that just tells me there's a lot of transformation happening. And I'm at peace. No matter what it looks like from the outside, how chaotic it may be, what I feel like I'm lacking, because I'm really not lacking anything. Shit looks crazy, but I'm not lacking. I'm not lacking for anything. I would want a job, but the season is fine for what it is right now. And doors will open when it's supposed to. And of course, like, I'm still applying. That doesn't stop, but he needs me here, and I gotta be okay with that, because I've already surrendered. So that is that on that. All right, be encouraged. Encourage yourself wherever you're at, and know that you're not alone, and that it could always be worse. Be grateful for where you're at. Be grateful for where you're at and what you have. You don't lack for nothing. All right, bye.